Over the past couple of weeks, a new concept was introduced, which is the Implified Fair Value Gap, IFVG. I tried using it within my strategy, and in this video we're going to see the results. We're also going to see how to find this Implified Fair Value Gap, what actually is it, and is it effective. We will be going through 4 examples, so stick around till the end. So what is the criteria of the Implified Fair Value Gap? It's a big range candle. It has to be a big range candle. There is no fair value gap in between. The candles on each side of the long wicks overlap. As you can see, this is an example. We have the wick, we have the wick. Okay, we don't have a fair value gap. So how do I identify it? Find the midpoint or the consequent encroachment of each wick, which is from here to here, from here to here. And the space between the 50% mark of each wick is the Implified Fair Value Gap. Extend it out. We're gonna see it an example right now, so it will be more clear, but this is the rules in order to identify it. How this helps is sometimes when we have no fair value gap left in order to execute a trade, now we have another criteria to look for, which would give us more entries. So we're going to go through the 4 examples right now. Some of the examples actually worked out and some of them didn't work out. So if you're finding value, please subscribe to the channel and we're going to be going right through it. As we can see in this example right here, we have long candles and we don't have any fair value gap in this area. So what do? We take the 50% of this wick and we take the 50% of this wick. My 50% is the red mark, and this would be our fair value gap. Okay, and then we extend this in time, and as we can see right here, the price respects it. The wick, as ICT says, the wick doesn't matter if it goes below it, but the bodies should stay above the mean threshold, which is the mid of this Implified Fair Value Gap. Okay, this is our first example. Now to our second example. Right here we have this long wick, and right here we have this long wick. Okay, and as we can see, we have no fair value gap. These are long candles, and we can take the midpoint of those and extend it in time. As we can see, the price is respecting it pretty nicely right here. So this serves us, if we have no fair value gap, this serves as a fair value gap. Okay, but we also have another examples I'm gonna show you right now where it actually doesn't work. So let's go into it. As we can see right here, we have this long candles, and the same, we take the 50% of both of them. Okay, and we extend it in time. So as you can see, the price tried to respect it here. We can see that there's a level, but we also have a order block right here. So for me, this is not respected, but this is normal. Like, not every fair value gap is respected. You need to have a context behind it, a narrative behind it. And I just want to show you that not every fair value gap or implified fair value gap works. Okay, we should not trade this way. And I'm gonna go through one more before we finalize how we can use this implified fair value gap in our strategy, where and when to use it based on my own personal opinion. This is our 4th example, and this is on the 5 minutes time frame. We were on the 1 minute. This is our 5 minute. This is our long wick, and this is our second long wick right here, and this is the midpoint of both. And as you can see, this was respected very nicely. And from here, the bodies of the candle didn't close below it. Even here, it still respected it until we broke below. And then we retested it as well. So as you can see, this method can be very effective. It acts like very similar to the fair value gap. If you want to have the A+ approach, like best probability setup, please watch my video, which is linked above. So now we come to the end of the video. I'm gonna give you when can we use it and how it was effective in my case. I've concluded 3 rules about the implied fair value gap. The first one being the IFVG is best used during highly volatile price. Okay, when we are trending higher, when we are trending lower, it's best used in this cases. The second rule, so previously we would have to find the fair value gap on the lower time frame, or if we actually can get a fair value gap. Now, in this case, we can actually find it on a higher time frame, like the example on the 5 minutes. And before we used to ignore the price completely if we didn't have a fair value gap. Now we can also use it so we can have better trades and more trades. The third rule being you can only mark this version of the fair value gap where there are large wicks. If we have smaller wicks, we ignore it, we don't take it. If they have larger wicks, then we can take the trade. If you guys enjoyed this video, please watch my A+ setup video. It's gonna be really helpful. And please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.